days in the NFL. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Here's the Spring League star, Jake Bates, to get us started. And we are underway from Kansas City. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. He'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
After the interception, here's Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Gone. It's Williams on the catch. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 2. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
To throw is gone. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now gone. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Sam Laporta, 27 yards. And the Lions are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Now the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Here's Pacheco once again. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 54 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
No gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. 2nd and 10. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Now Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Alex Anzalone, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 23. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Out of the gun, Goff. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Goff throwing again. Flushed out right. Able to shake him off. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Goff now looking to throw. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. A shotgun snap for Goff. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Just the 1 touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Back to throw, Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams. 51 yards. And the Lions come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Well, now how about this return? He's to midfield. Mecole Hardman. He's to the 15, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Chiefs. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make our score 14-7. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very He's got a man, complete. Down the sideline he goes. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. 72 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And all the way down to the 29. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelce for a big one. 42 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Here's Mahomes to throw. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And his throw here is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. A third quarter action from Kansas City. 2nd down and 10. Now here's Mahomes. That is caught by Rice for a Kansas City touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to... This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Detroit. 48 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Goff. Open man right side is St. Brown. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Goff. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
Bates' kick is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow give the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Mahomes going to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
Going deep for Hopkins.
And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Mahomes now to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mahomes.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Lions are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
There he goes left side. On his horse. Touchdown, Detroit. David Montgomery, 96 yards.
And the Lions use the big play to extend their 4th-quarter lead.
And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Escaping the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To throw, it's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. We've seen a bevy of those. This secondary, they've been pretty good, haven't they?
They certainly have. They've allowed the one touchdown through the air, and they're going to be upset about that later when they watch the game tape. But other than that, they've been absolutely rock solid.
That ball caught. It's Rice. They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Mahomes to throw once more. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. Mahomes finding the talented DeAndre Hopkins. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And he'll get in as they're back within a score now. The lead's down to 7. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Throwing now, Goff. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
This is 2nd and 8.
Goff now to throw.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now Goff. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Tim Patrick from 19 yards away. And the Lions have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th. Goff and that Lions offense staying on the field. They'll try for 2. They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. And that one incomplete as it stops the clock, reading 18 seconds to go. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Mahomes.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. He just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit, force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked